Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Torrente. We're spawning in the south. We've got the allied team. It's a mixed allied team. Thomas Smooth and Ted Seaman Silk. And from the north, we have Psycho and Frost, both with Wehrmacht, mixed allies. Back the other way, a ranged team as well, these two. These two, I believe, are randoms. I think the ranged team don't have like arranged team ranks now separately, I believe, at least with the current leaderboard implementation. So these guys, I think one of them's around 80, one's 160. Yeah, random team back the other way. I think both those guys are around rank 200. So definitely a bit of a rankings edge. Well, from what I could tell, I don't even know. This replay's old that I can't see it on the match history, so quite a few people with similar names. I think I got the right guys, but I'm not 100% on that. Yeah, it was a little bit bad there from old Thomas. Should have got in to the point to stop the capture. Now Green is going to come in, force him back. Might have been worth staying in there for another like 4 or so seconds to get the decap, but alright. Going to be a bit of a battle over the church. Got the kitten crowd out the back, but it's forgotten to capture the fuel. Whoever this is needs to sort themselves out. The red Wehrmacht players, probably just easier to call them by their colours at this stage. Can't see what colours they are with the replay utility. Yep.
A munitions point is being attacked. Engineers on the field.
Okay, so we've got some MP40 greens from the purple player. MG jumping into the building here. No indirect fire yet on this side of the map, but we do have a mortar out for the red Wehrmacht. Finally caps the fuel with that as well. Pressure from the sections, the mortar has to get out of there. And we're just getting chopped to pieces, outnumbered. Rookie package doing some big damage. No resources for healing. To go with the Ford Tech, which, you know, can block the machine guns. Not definitely the best positioning for that. A little bit risky here with the kit crack coming through to do some capping, but this US player, a little bit passive. It's going to allow that to cap. Just working around the edges with the flamethrower. Very important. There are a lot of buildings on this map. A lot of 3-story buildings as well. I think, you know, these 3-story buildings, they just take up so much of the screen. Not like there's just so many of them as well. I think that was part of why people think the game is so zoomed in. Like, you know, these 3-story buildings so much more prominent than they were in Company of Heroes 2. They do end up occupying a huge amount of the screen. Flamethrower, maybe a bit of vision trouble, and ends up getting forced away there, even just about wiped. Probably need to like come into this range and do some attack rounds on the building. I think it was a right click there and the vision just didn't work out. Just smoke out on the machine gun. Thomas dropping in maybe some, I don't even know what he's dropping in. Out to sea. Okay, commandos.
ASC upgraded, Commander.
US players went for armored.
Enemy movement near a victory point.
And there you go, grenades onto the machine gun. Looks like they retreated just enough to survive that. Commandos in this game actually have quite a weak grenade. I think it's basically the same stats as the Wehrmacht's Grenadiers one. 87 damage. Not particularly impressive AoE. It's no light gammon bomb the Commandos had in Company of Heroes 2. Tell you that much. So you don't expect big nukes on flanks like that, and you know, against grenades that weak, that's where the retreat damage reduction really can save the day. Whereas some of the other grenades will still wipe those low health crew members. Seems like a bit of a struggle for the red player on the this side of the map. Having quite a bit of heartache trying to capture the area. Replay utility. It's kind of hard to see buildings, so you can't really see when units are occupied in the buildings, which makes it a bit difficult on this map, especially. MG's getting forced away. Do have a mortar now for the US player as well. I think it's a fair idea on this map. There's just so many buildings, especially on that left-hand side. Crab went for the stealth capping. MG jumps out of the building quite early there for the blue Brit. Big barred up rifle push coming in down this side, and wow, he went for the command center, weapon support center. What's it called? Support center, just support center. Don't see this. In fact, I think this is the first replay I've cast where somebody's gone for this. But I hear if you get a lot of these upgrades, this can actually become quite powerful. But maybe not, especially not in 1v1s, you can't really afford to do that. Great mine. Wow, that's huge. I think that's just about the best mine I've seen in this game. Seems quite rare for them to kill more than one model at the moment. Got 5 there. Oh, is that because it's a special mine? No, still a shoe mine getting planted by that. I thought maybe the kitten crowd might have a special mine that it could plant. Strength and steel. So we're looking for a late game armor composition. Oh, that could be a nasty nade. Just about getting the D-crew Grenadiers. Oh, they're not quite enough. Brings in the planes, but reasonably effective dodge. Doesn't end up taking too much damage from that. Still out in the open against double bar riflemen. Oh, Nebelwerfer, early tech. Wow. Got some great hits. Riflemen inside the building jumping out, but they still end up going down. Great Nebelwerfer action there. Brought in pretty close range as well.
We've lost our frontline engineers.
4 kills.
Point is under attack. We must act.
One of the best Nebelwerfer browsers I've seen. Chasing down the rifleman, hoping for the wipe. Not quite gonna get it.
Check the line. Capture point under attack.
Okay, we've got 2 sections, one with the Ricky, one with the LMGs. Arno's getting in close. Can afford to do this a lot more now that they're so much cheaper to reinforce. Oh, what was that? Very sloppy from the red player. Lose a squad, about to lose another one here. Oh! Was that his own mine own grenade he just ran into there? Definitely not the best play there. Got 8 right out now. Quite late though. I know this is, dependent on command points, but I imagine still brought that in late.
Red tails reported.
But that's why these no-tech call-ins are so hard to balance. Hard to get
Well, Lloyd, to the target. Stand by.
them coming in at relevant timings in team games and in 1v1s where
accounted for.
command points tend to accumulate a bit faster. Okay, we've got
lost control of
a
the sector.
detection coming in here. Is that from the 8-rod?
Rifleman squad deployed.
Oh, is that from the... Is that for this grasshopper high altitude run? I didn't even know what that was. Does not provide direct vision. Makes it a lot less useful, doesn't it? Means you can't use it for off maps, I guess. Maybe that's part of the thing, so you can't use this for recon, then use these planes for bombing. Kind of intentionally nerfed that synergy. Okay, building about to get flattened here. The purple player is going to jump out in the nick of time though. Jumped out on the front, took a tickle of damage. In the building here. Man, that Nebelwerfer really hard to locate based on audio.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Feels like that is it's got its positional audio bugged or something. And I remember it being quite bad during the alpha as well. Uses the breach to evacuate the squad from the building, but we do have a chaffee up here. It's going to start chipping away at the building. No windows on this side of the building, so mortar's actually quite safe there. Just a lot of building fighting going on. Rifleman coming in to flank the machine gun though. Purple Wehrmacht player's about to get a nasty surprise. Does have a mine back here. Oh, that's a US mine actually.
Get outside, keep blasting.
There he goes. I think he's going to come around the side of it, so it's not going to trigger. And here come the MP40 Grenadiers.
We've lost a scout squad.
Oh, scouts dead down here. Flanked from the red Wehrmacht players, coming in with a bunch of Grenadiers. Other MP40s though, they're not particularly threatening. Tries to throw a grenade into retreat. But yeah, with that damage reduction on retreats, they're not that good. Unless you got one of those high power grenades. Oh, huge damage. Was that the P-47 strafing run? That was monstrous. MG goes down.
The enemy is stealing our munitions points.
That goes on cooldown after that. Dive bomb. Oh, I think those share cooldown, right? That's what it is.
Enemy movement near a victory point.
Recon plane out as well now. Sees where the Axis are approaching from.
Enemy contact.
Axis at the moment with some pretty good map control though.
Victory point now under enemy control.
Don't know how good this chaffee really was. Hasn't really done too much until the Stug arrived. But the chaffee is a bit of a monster at the moment. As soon as the crowd gets revealed, gets killed. Bar rifle with a nice cover position here. Throws out these assault grenades. Pretty effective dodge. Stug up here doing some work, but it's going to take double 18 nades. It's going to be engine critted. Now the chaffee's looking to circle round. And that's it. There goes the Stug.
Rifle's losing integrity.
Oh man, I keep getting thrown off by those audio cues, man. I cannot tell where this Nebelwerfer is firing from.
P-47 airborne and ready.
Okay, some repairs out. We've got a half track out the back. Chaffee working on the Panzer Grenadiers. Okay, wow, that's the call-in. The half-track call-in with the Stoffstruppen. Another first. I don't think I've seen anybody call this in so far. I've used it twice myself. It's can plant those mines down. That could be a good answer to the Chaffee. I believe they do 500 damage right after the patch, so it can one-shot the Chaffee here. If you can get a couple of those mines down, let's make it a rather appealing counter to the Chaffee. Decent dodge on the grenade, but still got a partial connection. Commando's dropping down. They throw a grenade themselves now. But everything's going to survive.
Here they come! Take your bridges, kidnap!
Here comes the half-track. It's got the reinforce and the medics on it. But reinforce is much slower now. And do you see that? That's one of the big changes going from COH2 to COH3. Those units that were trying to reinforce, they lost the reinforce in their queue. So when they reinforce back to base, one model won't instantly pop out. Oh, interesting. Nice to use pour it on them, but I think these riflemen are overwhelmed here. Oh, but the grenades, pretty solid. Friendly fire from his mortar, was it? Stoffstruppen getting flanked. Oh wow, he went for the Stummel. Another grenade out. Easy dodge. Oh! Looked easy, but the numbers seem like maybe they're a little bit further away in the projectile. And he's doing a bit of friendly fire there. Friendly's killed one. Here comes the Chaffee now looking to mop this thing up. And it just has no defenses. This is not how you want to be doing things.
We have recovery vehicles ready to take the field.
We've been better off trying to go for... Oh! Vet 1 ability. Looks like some kind of phosphorus. Slows down the Chaffee. He might get away. The Chaffee's fast though. In hot pursuit here. Oh, he's getting away with it. Wow. Alright. Stay cool down. Stay cool under pressure. Still would have liked to see a couple of those mines down though. Might have paid dividends there with that chase. Can't plant them after you upgrade with the Storm, although it's only the unupgraded half-track that gets those Regal mines. Okay, Faust connects. Crusader on this side with the engine crit now. Got a recovery vehicle brought in. Oh, there's a Strug down here and he's going to go for the recovery on it. Okay. And that is a Bishop, I believe. Oh, is that the Pack Owie? Wow, that got a huge hit.
Enemy movement near a victory point.
Recon run by request.
Much better than I was expecting it to.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory
Still
point.
making use of their forward reinforce and healing. That, of course, received quite a few nerfs,
They've taken our victory
but still viable. That's what they want to do. They're trying to avoid over-nerfing, even if that might mean a slight under-nerf in some situations.
One of our munitions points is being neutralized.
With their balance. Their worth is coming down here. I think he wants to open up on these Brit team weapons, but the Pack Owie somehow, look at that, surviving extremely low in health.
Enemy won't let up. We're down to 250 points.
Where did they come from?
And there you hear the announcer. Allies definitely had a stronger, maybe first 6 minutes or so, but the Axis have had better control of the VPs throughout the match and seem to have lost a bit of direction over the last 10 minutes of the game. Don't seem to have like a clear objective on what they're doing. And the Brit player does seem to be struggling a lot now against this half-track. He's got 2 Crusaders now.
Securing our capture
And
point.
we've only got one anti-tank gun and a couple Fausts for defense, so this red Wehrmacht player may be about to get a hammering. Does have the Panther coming up, but it looks like it's coming across to the US player first. But it seems like the Brit player, too passive. Should have got in here and done the damage. Instead, the window's probably going to close, and now he's going to have a terrible matchup. Stug meanwhile down the other side, recovered and turned against the purple Wehrmacht. Okay, here comes the Crusader now, but he's missed his moment. If he did this like 40 seconds earlier, he could have had a lot of success. Instead, comes through, gets Fausted, goes down to the Panther, has to get out of there.
The enemy have taken territory.
Yeah, it's just a little bit too slow. Stug meanwhile on the other side, getting some work done. Storm tries to use that, but the Stug dodges past it.
200 points remaining on our front line.
Let's use his vet ability again. Oh, but the Stug couldn't quite get the shot off. So it's going to survive.
Order confirmed.
So I have the machine gun upgrade on that yet. Panther comes in for a bit of a base inspection. We have anti-tank grenades taking back here. Crusader trying to hide behind the command post. Goes in for a bit of a trade, and here comes the Chaffee. With the speed boost, Panther pops smoke.
We need to use our command points.
It looks like the Panther's going to go down. Great hits on the side and rear armor. Panther doing some clumsy driving. If he just reversed out of there, probably could have survived. Or maybe not. That Chaffee is a bit of a weapon. Fit 3 now on that. Speed, acceleration, health. Okay, gets a health bonus. I was wondering where that extra 80 health came from. And Vet 3. Big old recon pass coming through. Detecting all of Red's units. Could be good, but the pack out is a little bit back there. It's not barraging immediately after that recon came through.
Leave him.
Big damage from the Panzer Green grenade.
We must act.
We've got a 2-on-1 on the right hand side. The Allies have had enough. And here comes the Easy 8 as well. Stug still on the other side. Working quite well because this player does not have a tank still. Good dodge on the grenade assault.
Dispatch to the front.
And there we go. Red Wehrmacht has to retreat, conceding a lot of territory. Is that from the British player? That artillery? Looks like he wants to get the kill on the Nebelwerfer. Nebelwerfer tries to set up for a barrage here. Ends up going down very quickly to that Crusader. Now he's going to try and kill that off. This player, I think, bring in. Plane does huge damage, nearly knocks out the pack. He's coming up with a mid truck and attack rounds through the building. Looks like this red player has been paying attention to the patch notes. Misses that one though. Now the AT gun could be in some major trouble. Needs these grenadiers here for the Faust. Crusader gets the decrew. Now could go for the mid half track. He goes for the recruit on the pack with the half track. Only get one of those before it's on cooldown. Gets decrewed again. Section's coming up to shut this down. Maybe could drop some artillery on that. Try and prevent the recrew again. Here come the grenadiers. Does indeed drop the artillery, but the tank's getting out of there. Smoke both directions. Hard to keep track of what is coming down from who until the reserve overlay gets sorted out. AT gun about to get decrewed here. Oh, but what was that? Was that a Faust?
You have command points ready to
Grenadier's going to try jump on the AT gun again. Gonna slow down the Easy 8 a bit, but ultimately it's going to get decrewed. Really need another Panther to help the Axis right now. That Panther loss very painful. They did get a couple fuel caches down, so they should have fuel for days at this stage. Easy 8 over here with the high explosive rounds, trying to kill off the decrewed AT gun. And some good hits on the Grenadiers. They merge in, trying to keep it as healthy as possible. We've got the mortar coming down here as well. Sherman backing away. Could go into hold fire mode, force the AT gun to go for some attack rounds, but the AT gun's trying to get out of there. The rifleman chasing in. They're going for pour on him, so they couldn't sprint to close the distance, but they were fast enough getting there, so it didn't matter anyway. Easy 8's out for some repairs now. Oh, big hits from the Crusader. Packs up here. Got the Centaur coming in now. Bit of a flank on these Grenadiers. Don't think I'll be going for a Centaur in this situation. Expecting another Panther shortly, and Centaur's not going to do too much against that. More Crusaders would probably be better, honestly, but alright. And speaking of, here it comes. We'll see if the Brit player ends up getting punched. He does have a few units, and they do have anti-tank grenades. We saw that getting teched. Centaur coming out to the side. Takes an AT gun shot, and it's massively overextending here. Wants to go in for a big move. But the Panther's there to punish that. Panther's in hot pursuit here. One more shot and it's down. Hope to get one final hit on the Peregrines, maybe wipe them, unsuccessful. For a set of commandos deployed as well. So yeah, he's really going to struggle against this Panther. Easy 8 on the other side of the map. Going hard. We do have the Chaffee over here to support. It looks like the Panther's going to rotate to assist against the Easy 8. His teammate does need the help. And that is the Tiger finally now for the Axis as well. Axis still doing very well on victory points though. Tactical map is just a little bit too cluttered for these team games. Good hit there from the Stummel, and it could be a rifle wipe. Tiger's coming in as well. Gets the kill.
Squad of riflemen at the front.
Panther's coming back over to the side. Now that the Tiger's over there, he's not really needed. Chaffee coming in, big hit. So is the Tiger, and he's got to go back past this AT gun. He's got enough health to survive one, but all the shots end up connecting on him, and now the Crusaders in some major trouble. Panther, you can see it's driving very slowly. He tries to attack ground, but only works with anti-tank guns, not with a Panther. You can't shoot through those kind of obstacles. Oh, there was a Panther back here that got abandoned, and now it's getting recovered. I didn't notice that. It's one thing you're going to have to look out for. It's these recovery vehicles, those wrecks, can be so impactful.
We have 100 points remaining.
Not many, you know, battle groups, factions have access to the recovery vehicles, but they make themselves, wow, huge damage on the Tiger. We'll worry about those recovery vehicles later. It's down extremely low in health. And the Brit player, those Typhoons, are they? Maybe they're different in this game.
We've lost a squad of riflemen at the front.
One rifle dead. Peregrine's looking to add to the body count here with another. Faust on the Easy 8. He's got the high explosive rounds active. It's a good hit. And on the other side, was that just friendly fire? Yeah, 2 friendlies killed. And here comes the US Panther. It's already Vet 1, thanks to that vet bonus, Veteran Cruise. It's off to a good start with the trades. The where's the pack? It's covering the other angle. Oh, what a hit from the plane. Gets the decro on the machine gun. Great synergy there, maybe with the flare. But the AT gun spins around. US Panther's now in a spot of bother. Looks like he's going to go in for a flank with the Crusader. But he's going to run to that shoe mine that the Ketten planted. Good 20 plus minutes ago. Now the Panther really wants to finish off the Crusader, but it's too risky. Crusader, it's a great long-range hit before backing away. It could be a good idea for the Brit player to steal away some of these team weapons as well. Looks like he's going to go for neither of them though. US player with the recovery vehicle on the repairs. I believe the recovery vehicle is pretty good at repairs, but not OP. I think somebody said, well, at least the my YouTube comments the other day, the Africa Core one was equivalent to a upgraded Panzer Pioneer.
Munitions points is being neutralized.
How much do they cost? 6 pop cap. So it's, you know, does tax your pop cap a bit. Engineers 4. I think it's faster than engineers, so. Ouch. Easy 8. A monster. 17 kills so far. Red Panther on this side. We've got a second Panther now, actually. This is a fresh one. Chasing away the Easy 8. The Tiger's healthy again, finally. How's that doing? It's still only 3 kills. One vehicle destroyed, though. Easy 8 and Panther trading shots. Oh no, that's a Panther. Panther and Panther trading shots. Head on. Riflemen do not have munitions for a grenade. Seems like the Axis Panther winning the trade, coming out ahead in terms of bounces and pins. And now the US Panther's in a little bit of trouble. Easy 8's coming down, he's on one shot now. The Easy 8 comes in to level the playing field, or even swing it in the US player's favour. They're too Stosstrooping though. Oh, but here comes the Crusader from the side, coming down really fast. The Red Panther's in some major trouble. Look at how fast that thing is. Got a second one coming down now as well. Panther doesn't know what to do. Here comes a third Crusader. They're all getting involved here, and so is the US player's tank. Where's that Tiger at? It's coming back here, but it still has its rear armor facing most of this. They're taking quite a long time to decrew that AT gun. The Easy 8 goes down to the Tiger. AT gun looks like it's going to be a bit of a sacrificial pawn. They took a long time to decrew that though, much longer than usual. There's quite a lot of breathing room for the purple player. Yeah, a mine down there. That's a US mine actually. And here comes the Panther. Tiger's now in some trouble. Crusaders coming in from every angle. Tiger doesn't know which way to face with its cannon. And there it goes. Good teamwork there by the arranged team. Do end up losing one Crusader, but just one. Oh, late retreat from the Stosstroop, and they could go down now as well. Purple player just overwhelmed. Here comes a healthy Panther though. Oh, but he bounces. Bit of blocking. Commandos over here were on hold fire for a long time, but they come off it, and look at that. Vet 3, their firepower in close range is extremely powerful. And the red player tries to throw a grenade. Decent connection, but it was his undoing in the end. And do remember, those commandos have an anti-tank grenade. Could be the end of the half track now as well. Looking for some small arms damage. 6 rear armor. Ends up going down though. Here comes the Panther now. DP's dangerously low for the Allies, 64, but after knocking out the Panther and the Tiger, they're in a good position to take control of this match. Still got that US Panther as well. That thing is causing the Axis all sorts of headaches, but maybe can bait this US Panther into a 2-on-1. Here comes a fresh Panther. Just go for an attack round around the corner. Here come the double Axis Panthers though. Oh boy. They're going in. Oh, bounces both directions. Looks like the red player doesn't want to chase any further than this, and I think that's understandable. Would expose himself to maybe some Crusader flanks. That V3 Crusader is so fast. The leading Panther as well was quite low in health. Understandable. Grenade out from the Stormtrooper. Looks like a smoke grenade. Oh, he's trying to capture that, but unsuccessful. Panther kills it just in the nick of time. Rifleman very spread out. Not a very good impact from that pea green grenade. Cavalry vehicle, maybe thinks it can find something. There's a Crusader down here, could try to recover.
Grasshopper recon on station. Grasshopper over the target area.
How is that even targeting? Okay, the pack Howie. So I might even get it with the flame damage. Double Panthers in a bit of trouble, but they should be alright, especially if they can keep the frontal armor facing up here. The Crusaders just struggling to pin. 330 frontal armor, that's more than the Tiger on the front, though much less than the Tiger on the sides. I think the Tiger's 210 on the sides.
Rifleman down, no survivors.
Oh, rifle squad dead over here.
That's more like it.
Axis are draining down. Fresh Stug out for the purple player. Maybe he felt like he couldn't save for another Tiger. He's got his another Stug back here, but he's hurting for repairs at the moment. In fact, he may even have none. Stug goes into hold down mode up here, looking to dig in. Trying to kill off the decrew pack Howie, but just before it dies, Panther has to back out. Maybe missed a couple shots. Seems like team weapons have quite a lot of health against tank fire in this game once they decrewed. Maybe tanks just, maybe their target size is very small or something, so tanks don't get accuracy shots on them. They seem to take a while to decrew quite often. Or kill off once they decrew rather. Pops for shell in here from the Easy 8. Trying to contain this Panther. The second Panther's way on the other side of the map. Can't really assist against this double allied pressure. Stug's going to rotate across here. Going to find the Crusader, perhaps get some rear armor hits in. Axe is really hurting for repairs. That's what's slowing them down right now. Tries to circle around the Stug, but the pathfinding is not really working out for him. Stug rotates too quickly, but double 18-8s ends up trading the Stug. Not a particularly good trade. Fit 3 Crusader is probably more valuable, but at least he got the kill in the end. Recon plane here, spotting where the Axis are coming from. A lot of repairs out the back. Oh, that Nebelwerfer.
7 airborne.
Huge. It was weird. It seemed like the two rockets landed almost in unison. Usually they take a long time between shots, and it makes me wonder. Oh, squad wiped by the Easy 8 there. Makes me wonder if that first shell took like a higher trajectory. And that's why they landed closely, because the first shell was delayed in its landing. Worked out very well for the Nebelwerfer user. Couple good shots in there from the Red Panther. Other one still getting repaired out the back. US Panther though has hit Vet 3 now. Red Panther's continuing on the warpath.
Enemy is losing their grasp. They're down to 100 points.
Good shot from the Stug. Oh, now the US Panther's in some major trouble. Pokes its head around the corner. The Stug shoots at the Easy 8 instead. He's coming around the corner. The Panther's not chasing. He's going to get out of range before the kill shot can come through. The Stug wants to chase though. Here comes a fresh Easy 8. Stug has to back away, and it looks like it's going to survive. Random team on the Axis, remember, so their coordination on those kind of moves is not going to be as good.
P-47 ready to ruin.
Got a truck brought in from the Brit player looking to recover some of these team weapons. Get a bit of field presence. VPs are so close at this stage. Commandos versus P-Greens right up close here. Looks like the P-Greens doing well in terms of model drops. Oh my god. Yeah. Was that the British artillery? Or was that the P-47 dive bomb maybe? I don't know. Either way, both players lost a unit. Both teams.
Last stretch now. Germans down to 75 points. Let's dance!
Stug's in a bit of trouble here, getting circled. He's a little bit too far forwards with no support. Really comes down to these double Panthers from the red player. They are the Axis only hope. They're going to try and make a move onto this VP, but it's covered by the machine gun and a bunch of rifles as well.
We'll go. Loitering won't be a target.
So this is not going to work out.
Enemy movement.
Oh, he got a smoke plane down, but still with all these rifles they could just run in here and jam the capture. Okay, Red Panthers are coming down here. They're going to battle it out for this VP. Looks like the Axis are in a good position to actually cover this. The blue Brit player completely off the map. Doesn't really have much in the way of army at the moment. Actually, he's very low. Oh, but that's a 17 pounder. I thought that was a 6-pounder. It's a huge hit now. The Red Panther extremely low. Oh, both the Red Panthers going down real fast. So much repairs now. Strafe coming in. Big damage. Machine gun does survive. Got the Centaur in here. Looking to save the day against the P-Green assault. Tries to tow it out of here, but the truck's actually going to get focused down and killed. And there goes the 17-pounder as well. But he never came back in here to continue capping. I thought he might do that with the machine gun. Panther's going to come back in. No, it's not. Stug on the side, but going to take an AT nade, and the Easy 8's waiting around the corner. Panther going to come in to assist. Oh, he's made the high explosive count there.
That's it. They only have 50 points left.
Allies trying to set up the triple cap, but the P-Green's able to get in here to shut that down. Stug still hanging in there. Still alive. Centaur pushing all the way forwards here. Gets the decoy on the Nebelwerfer. Could be a good time for the Axis to just double team over here. Try to stay away from that anti-tank gun. 17-pounder, which should contain the Panthers.
Recon awaiting orders. Grasshopper
Oh,
recon
fresh
on
tiger,
station.
but is it too little too late for the Axis? They're about to lose control of this
They
VP
can't hold
yet
much
again.
longer. They're down to 25
Double Red
points.
Panthers need to mobilize. Here they come now. But I think they're just going to drain out too fast with this quicker tick rate. Oh, and there go the planes. The Double Red Panthers now about to get locked on and take some big damage.
Tactics have been approved for AEC flights. Air supplies in effect.
Coming through for some big attacks. The red player's Panther loses one. The US Panther does go down though in return. This Easy 8 trying to stop the capture on the VP, but ends up going down to the Fresh Tiger, but that Fresh Tiger is too late. And that's it. The Allies end up taking the win. I don't know. I don't really understand why the purple player continued building Stuks. I thought just stalling for another Tiger was the way to go. And yeah, the Stuks, they were okay, but they had trouble. You know, on this map, they were constantly getting flanked around these buildings. I don't know. It just didn't seem to be that good. But, you know, some repair vehicle shenanigans, recovering that Panther. That US Panther was a monster this game. Continuously finding the mark. 17-pounder, I think was probably a pretty good play. I thought that was a 6-pounder initially. I was confused why he went for a truck, but I guess the truck came with a 17-pounder and did really put those red Panthers out for repairs for an extremely long time. Helped right at the tail end of that match. But yeah, you know, good bit of back and forth in this game. Some maybe slightly confusing builds overall, but, you know, decent action. And well played by the Allies. Some great coordination. That move they made with the triple Crusaders swarming in here, knocking out the Tiger, I think it was. It was a great play. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.